Hi, welcome to another family yoga class. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Sylvie from Steamboat Creates, and this is part of our Young at Art at Home series. There are lots of different projects where we do art activities with really simple household materials. Every Monday we do a live yoga, and this is also recorded to watch later. So I hope you join us for more. All right, first thing before we get started with yoga is talking about safety. Please make sure that at any point, if you're feeling anything that hurts in your body, that you stop doing what you're doing. And most important with yoga is that you are breathing and having fun. So, cool, looks like people are rolling in. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. We're gonna warm up as we usually do with 5 shakes. So the first thing we'll do is shake each arm and then each leg 5 times, and we'll count backwards to 4, 3, 2, and 1. And after we shake each arm and each leg as 1, 1, 1, 1, we're gonna strike some kind of pose and make a shape with our body. All right, let's stand up and get ready to shake. Ready? Count with me. Let me hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really shake it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Pose. Any shape with your body, it can look different from mine. Excellent. And that's important to know, that when we're all doing yoga, it's always gonna look different from body to body. So everyone's body is gonna make poses differently, and different shapes will look different on our bodies because we are each individuals. So now we're gonna warm up with our yoga pretzels, and this does not require any real pretzels. We're just using imaginary pretzels in our mind made out of our body. So I'm gonna say certain body parts, and those are the parts that are what? If you've done this with me before, what are those parts? Those are the parts of your body that can touch the floor. Yes. So those are the only ones. So if I say 2 hands and 1 foot, what does it look like? Show me. 2 hands and 1 foot might look like this, and yours might look different, and that's okay. Great job. All right, how about bellies only? Belly only on the ground. Nothing else can touch. So give it a try. Make sure your hands and knees are off the ground, and make sure you're still breathing. Great job. Okay, for our next one, let's do our forehead and our knees. Oh my gosh, show me yours. I've had 2 knees, no feet, and just the forehead. Great job. Awesome. All right, this time we are going to do the right side of our body. So figure out which side is the right side of your body, and if you don't know, you can just do one side of your body, and that's the only side. It's all that can be touching on the ground. So I'm going to do the right side of my body like this, and my arm is up or it's on my side. Great job. All right, for our next one, we are going to do our backs only. Only your back touching the mat. Show me. That means no hips, no head, definitely no feet. Great job. Okay, let's do 2 more. For our next one, we are going to have 2 feet, but just 1 hand. Show me yours first, because it can look different on your body than mine. When I show you mine, I'll have 2 feet and 1 hand on the ground, bottoms up, and hand is up. That's how I'm doing it. Yours might look a little different. Great job. Okay, for our last one, let's do our elbows and our knees. Show me. Just elbows and knees touching the ground. Awesome. All right, great job. Let's now come to crisscross, and we are going to do our mindful listening. Great, so how we're going to do this is we're going to stay seated and we're going to stay quiet because we want to open our ears and we're going to listen to the sound that I make with this tone bar for as long as you can hear it. And when the sound stops for you, when you can no longer hear it, I want you to raise your hand and stay quiet, especially if you're doing this with other people so that they can keep listening. All right? So come into a comfortable seat, close your eyes, open your ears. You can also, if closing your eyes is uncomfortable, look down at the floor. Open those ears and here we go. Excellent, great job, and great job if you're still listening. Let's take the hand that we had in the air and put it on our belly, and we are going to take 5 slow breaths. And it can go at your own pace. Just notice your breathing. You don't need to change it. Just notice as you breathe in, maybe your belly gets bigger as it's filling up with air, and then as you breathe out, letting that air out. Three more. And see what you can notice about your breath with your last 2 here. Maybe you notice it's fast or it's slow or it feels warm or cool. All right, notice your last breath out, and then we'll come back to our normal breathing. All right, and something I want us to pause for a moment on today is noticing something that we're grateful for. And you might think of something that you feel thankful to have in your life. You might think of something that makes you feel happy. What's something that makes you feel happy, puts a smile on your face, makes you feel a little bit warmer? What is that for you? For me, one of the first things that comes to my mind are my dogs. They always put a big smile on my face, and they are so joyful, and I love going on walks with them. They always make me feel very present, very in the moment, because they are really, really good at that. So they teach me how. But it might be a person in your life, or it might be a stuffed animal or a thing in your life, a living animal. It might be a lot of different things. It might be the snow or the sunshine, whatever the weather is. What is that thing that makes you feel really good? Now is a time when there are a lot of things that are really confusing and uncertain and even scary at times. And it's normal to have all of those feelings and more, especially during this time when all of our routines are really different. And one thing that you can do to make yourself stronger during this time is to every day think of something that you feel grateful for, or something that makes you feel happy. That's something that makes our brains stronger, and it makes you able to feel all of your feelings a little bit better. Great, thanks for doing that with me. And what we're gonna do next is we are going to do our sun dance. So we're going to stand up and do our sun dance. We'll start in our mountain pose. And if you know this, say it with me. And if you're learning it, just say it after me and follow my movements. Okay, so standing up in our mountain pose, reach for the sky, reach for my toes, Superwoman flies, touch the mat with my nose, hiss like a snake, one bark like a dog, woof, slow breath in, and now jump to frog. Touch your toes again, reach for a star, slow breath in, hands to my heart. Excellent. Okay, now we're gonna do it really fast. Are you ready? This is the supersonic speed. Reach for the sky, reach for my toes. Superman flies, touch a mat with my nose. Hiss like a snake, one bark like a dog. Woof! Big breath in. Now I'm a frog. Touch your toes again. Reach for a star. Big breath in. Hands to my heart. Wow! That was really fast. Great job. This time, we're gonna do it super slowly. Ready? Reach for the sky. Reach for my toes. Superwoman flies. Touch the mat with my nose. Hiss like a snake. One bark like a dog. Woof! Slow breath in. Now jump to frog. Touch your toes again. Reach for a star. Slow breath in. Hands to my heart. Great job. All right, for our last one, I want you to think of whatever it is that you thought of that you're grateful for, or that thing that makes you feel happy. And I want you to come into mountain pose, and for our next sun salutation, we are going to do it in silence, and we are going to continue to think of that thing that makes us feel happy, okay? And I want you to really feel it inside and notice in your body how it feels to think of that during this whole sun salutation, this whole sun dance. Ready? Starting in mountain pose. What is it that you're thinking of that makes you feel grateful or makes you feel happy? Okay, hold on to it and think about it. Okay, how was that? How did it feel? I'm so curious to know what you noticed. So feel free to, after yoga, share in the comments below if you noticed anything. And I hope you find lots of opportunity to notice things that you are grateful for and hold on to them with you throughout your day. They're a nice reminder. Great, so for our yoga today, I brought out some smaller friends. So I'm gonna reach into this bag and I'm gonna pull out some plastic figurine, and I want you to tell me, what is that? What kind of figurine is that? Yes, it's a helicopter. So we're gonna start with our helicopter pose. All right, so we're gonna stay seated. We're gonna put our hands on our shoulders. See if your fingers can touch your shoulders. Yes. And then make sure you're in a comfortable seat, and we are going to twist. First, we're going to twist to the right. Then we're going to twist the other way. And then we're going to start to do it a little bit faster. So as you get faster, notice that twist in your body and see if you might be ready for takeoff. Remember to be careful with your body. Go a little faster and slow it down. Great job, helicopters. Okay, let's see what we get next. Ooh, we got a certain animal here that likes to live in the water. What is that? Yes, it is a dolphin. All right, so keep these here, see if you might be able to still see them on the ground. For our dolphin pose, we are going to put our elbows on the ground, and then we're going to put our feet on the ground, our toes on the ground, and we're going to let our bums be really high up. So elbows on the ground, and then bottoms up, kind of like a downward dog, but we're elbows on the ground. And then to swim, you can bend your knees and straighten them. And bend your knees and straighten them. Bend your knees and straighten them. Great job, dolphins. All right, let's come back to crisscross applesauce. See what we get next. Ooh, it's another creature that'll live in the water, sometimes in the ocean. It's a seal. Yeah. So let's come into our seal pose. It looks similar to our snake pose. So we're gonna have our hands on the mat and then our legs behind us. You can also bend your knees, and this can be your seal tail. And you can look around for any other seal friends. Maybe a arp, 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 arp. Let me hear ya. Arp, 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 arp. Great job, seals. Take a slow breath into your bellies. And a slow breath out, and let's come down, and then we can push ourselves back to crisscross. Awesome job. Let's see what we get next. Ooh, okay. A creature that lives on land and not the ocean. What is that? Yes, it is a tiger. And this can be a tricky pose for some people. But one pose can be easy for one person and hard for another, since we all have different bodies. But this one is tricky because we're using our minds as well. So we're gonna have two hands on the ground, and then we're gonna have two knees on the ground. And then I want you to reach your right arm and opposite leg up. So for this, we have our opposite arm and leg off the ground in the air. If you're doing it not opposite, you're trying to lift both on the same side, you're more likely to fall over. So you want to have your opposite leg, the other leg on the other side. Great, and from here, make sure you have a really strong belly, like a strong tiger. And let's do the other side, other arm and the opposite leg. Breathing in and out, strong bellies for strong tigers. Great job, and let's come back to crisscross. Okay, let's see what we get next. Ooh, this is a fun one. What animal is that? Yes, it's a horse. We are gonna do our horse kicks. And this is one you wanna be really careful of because we're gonna end up kicking our feet in the air. You wanna be careful that you stay on your mat, or if you're on the floor, that should work well. You just don't wanna have your hands off the mat and feet on because you might slip. So, do it slowly at first and just check it out and switch things around if you need to. What you want to be careful of is that you don't kick yourself over your head. So, hands are on the ground, bottoms up, and I'm going to kick my feet and then land, try to land on your feet as well. I'm going to kick them up and land on my feet. You might land on your knees, and if you do, that's okay, but try to land on your feet. Give it a couple more horse kicks. Yes. Great job. Okay. And let's come back to crisscross. Yes, applesauce. I always forget, and you'll always remind me. What do we have next? Ooh, Let's see, I want to show this to you without covering it up. What is that? Yeah, it's a certain kind of shark. Yes, what kind? It is a hammerhead shark. So, hammerhead shark is like other sharks in that it swims in the water, but the shape of its head gives it its name. So we're gonna come onto our bellies on the ground. And then for the hammerhead part, I want you to take your hands behind your head, okay? And lift your head up and show me those shark teeth. Great job. Maybe your legs lift off the ground too. Keep breathing. And show me those shark teeth. Great job. Elbows are up and off the ground. Great job, hammerhead sharks. That is a really good one for your belly and your back to keep them really strong. Let's see what's next. Ooh, had this one fly through. What is that? Yes, it is a butterfly. So we are going to sit with our feet, bottoms of our feet together. We're going to slowly flap our wings, which are our knees, and you can put on some antennas if you want to. Slowly flapping those legs, those wings. You can also have double wings. So you flap your knees as wings and get your arms going. Great job. And looking up, maybe you're imagining some sunshine like I am today. And imagine you're flying high to it. Great job, butterflies. Let's come back to crisscross applesauce. And let's see what we have next. Ooh, what is that? Can you tell? Something that crawls on the ground. Yes, it is an ant. Good job. So for our ant pose, we are going to take our arms back and behind us and put them on the ground. Then we're going to put our feet on the ground and lift our bottoms. So your hands and feet are on the ground and your belly is facing the sky. And this ant is hungry. So let's see if we can find some food. Oh, there it is. See if you can get it with this foot. Yes. Now let's see if you can get it with the other foot. Great job. Can you get it with one hand and keep your belly up? Yes. And let's do the other hand. Keeping your belly up. Getting some food. Excellent. Belly's even higher. And let's come back down to crisscross. Great job. We have one more left. Let's see what the last one is. Ooh. All right. What is that one? Can you tell? Can you tell what that is? Yes, it is a caterpillar. So for our caterpillar, we're going to put our hands in the ground and our feet on the ground. It'll look something like this. And then caterpillars inch across the ground, right? So we're going to bend our knees backwards and then come forwards. So for this, we're nice and straight when we're forwards, and then when we bend our knees and go back, we bend and forward. Bend and forward. Great job, caterpillars. Now, what do caterpillars turn into? Yes, caterpillars turn into butterflies. And before they turn into butterflies, they make something very special. What do they make to turn into a butterfly? Yes, they make a chrysalis, also known as a cocoon. So I want you to come into your chrysalis. Imagine you're that caterpillar, and now I'm going to put my feet on the ground and I'm going to come into a tight little, it's kind of like a tight little package they wrap themselves in, right? And let's take 3 breaths here. And imagine with each breath you are changing into that butterfly inside of this chrysalis. You're growing wings. And you're getting ready to fly away. So now let's come into our butterfly pose one more time. Bottoms of our feet together. Knees can flap as wings. Arms can flap as wings. And we've just turned into that beautiful butterfly just from making that little chrysalis and changing inside. Excellent. Great job. You all have done a really awesome job. And we are now going to come into our guided relaxation. And the important part with this is that you are quiet. So we make our voices silent and we make our body silent. And I want you to come onto wherever you're doing your yoga, onto your mat or your blanket or the floor. We're going to stretch out our legs and we're going to lay down. You can close your eyes if you want to. And I want you to imagine that all of those animals that we just pulled out of the bag and did as our yoga poses, they are all walking around you. And you might notice which one you like the best, and that one settles down right next to you. And all of the other animals, they settle down in the same grassy field where you are. So we're going to pretend that we're in a grassy field and that the sun is shining warm above us. And notice your back on the floor or the grassy field. If you're in a different position on your side or on your belly, that's okay. Notice yourself sink a little deeper towards the ground that's supporting you. And notice your breath and your breathing. Notice if it feels fast or slow, or warm or cool. And next, notice your feet. Notice your feet connected to your legs and your toes. Feel them nice and strong and safe and relaxed, and let them sink towards the ground. Take a slow breath in and notice your legs. Notice whatever shape your legs are in, if your knees are bending or if your legs are straight, if they feel warm or cool. Notice wherever they're touching the ground, and notice the spots of your legs that are not touching the ground. And let them feel strong and safe and relaxed and sinking towards the mat or the floor. Take a slow breath in and bring your attention to your belly and your chest as you breathe in and breathe out. And feel your belly. Just notice whatever it's feeling. Our belly can tell us lots of different messages, like when we are hungry, or when we are nervous, or when we are scared. And it's important to listen because those messages are from you and they're part of how you are feeling. And take a slow breath into that belly and a slow breath out. And next, notice your back. Notice your back on the floor, wherever it's touching the floor. See if you can take a slow breath into your back, and if you feel your back press against the floor that you're on. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, see if you can notice your back press against the floor as you breathe in. And then soften and relax as you breathe out. Next, bring your attention to your shoulders and your arms, your hands and fingers. Notice whatever shape your arms are in. if your fingers and hands are moving or still, if they feel warm or cool. Notice them strong and safe and relaxed, softening and sinking towards the ground. And next, notice your head wherever it's resting, softening your eyes and your ears, softening your jaw, your mouth, your tongue. And notice any thoughts that might be going on in your head. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. One more time, notice or remember, remember your good thing that you thought of earlier. Whatever it is you're grateful for, or what that one thing is that makes you feel really happy, and hold it close. Feel it warm your body. And reach your arms up overhead and stretch yourself a little bit longer, a little bit taller. And then roll over to one side and let your relaxation sink in. And then let's press ourselves back up to crisscross applesauce, and we're going to do our mindful listening one more time. Coming into a comfortable seat. If you want to stay laying down, that's okay. You can close your eyes or look down at the floor in front of you. Open your ears. Listen as long as you can, and when the sound stops for you, raise your hand. Here we go. Great job. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope you return to the recorded version on our Facebook page. Soon it'll also be on the Steamboat Creates YouTube channel, which has all sorts of young at art at home projects and activities. All of our art projects are from simple household materials, so you don't need to have much or go out to get anything to have a lot of fun with it. And there are activities for a variety of ages. So thank you so much. I hope you join me again next Monday and enjoy all of the different projects that you can find on steamboatcreates.org/classes. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.